Hi. This is a tutorial on how to use structure blocks to build a massive underground labyrinth. Now the first step is actually not using the structure blocks. The first step is you want to jump into spectator mode and look at all of your underground area and clear out all obstructions, all caves. So I usually use the downfill command, never up. It's very dangerous to use the up if you happen to put a giant block on the surface of your world. That's super hard to clear away. But basically just go through the area and clean it all out such that you have an open palette to work with. Then what you're going to want to do is go back into creative, control N, or sorry, F3N, and load in LB1, Labyrinth 1, which is your basic universal structure block for the labyrinth. Now inside here, each of these structure blocks will help you build it out in various directions. Right in the center of each wall is the LB1 again. So that just built another section right there. And also in the corners and on the sides of the walls, you have something called an LB1 door. What that does is just takes out that section so that you can connect the different structure blocks together. And now you're starting to build something. So next step let's say that you don't like the center column. Again, there's these LB1 doors on the corners, and that will take out centerpieces like that. Also, warning: if you use them, without like another room there, it's just going to take out a big chunk of real estate. So next is going up and down, and right above the LB1 there's an LB1 stair, and that builds a stair section. Take out that chunk. Another LB1 building up there. Gonna make another stair going up, and that just continues. So you can also go down. That's what these structure blocks are. However, the stairs build up off from the side wall, but down off from the floor. So let me go one more out. When I do the LB stair now, it will drop directly below me, and that points in the direction that the structure block is pointing. So you can decide which direction you want to go, and then this block next to it is another LB1 that helps build off from that stair that you just built. So again, go down and then go over. And the next part is floors. So let's actually go back to our main section here. In the center column, you have 3 blocks. The bottom one's sort of hidden. One is LB1 floor, and that will put a floor down for you. And you'll notice that the floor has these embedded redstone lamps. If you go and look underneath this, there's some pre-wiring done to connect them all up. The idea being that you can initiate a redstone signal that will light a path all the way through your labyrinth after you've set all that up. And that's all manual. Sorry about that. Now also, F3N, right below that there's an LB1 pit W. W stands for water. So you load that and you get a water pit below you. And just like the rooms, there are these structure blocks that will take out the chunk that's in between and turn it into a pathway. And those are called LB1 door water. Now, there are also a couple of hidden let's see, build this out a little bit. Structure blocks. And you have to manually get to those. So there's an LB1 pit W. There's also an LB1 pit L, which is for lava. And you just type in the L, and that will pop in the lava. Now, like the water, go back into spectator, there's some structure blocks here for making doors in between. And you just have to sort of get the general area. You can click on that, load it, and then that will connect up, just like the water does. The third option for the pit is just LB1 pit. And that just gives you an empty pit. But again, same general options. If you use the side structure blocks, it will clear a path so that you have a hallway. So the other option here that is hidden is there's another structure block at the bottom of this, and that loads an LB1 up, and up is basically one level different right here. So there's an LB1 up at the bottom of the stack that goes down, and that, you can keep on going down as much as you like. And then on each of these there's a floor option. But if you go all the way up to the top of the stack, there's another one that says LB1 up. Well, actually it's second to the top, that will let you build up. And then on the very top of the stack, there's one called LB1 ceiling, which will pop in a ceiling. So now you have a very quick column here. And if we were to fill in these ceilings, again, there's a little bit of a flange here. You can have an LB1 door 2, and that's important. It's different from the door 1, it's smaller. So this is a smaller section here. And that's important in the case that you have to happen to be building from an LB1 up or an LB1, which this will take out the entire section. And that entire section includes a little bit of roof that you didn't want to see go. So if you think this one, I'm gonna fix that real quick. If you pick the side that has the LB1 door 2, then it will have a nice smooth transition going out. And again, you just keep on loading these as you need them. Oops. And now you have a ceiling over your head. Now, when you're done, these command blocks are programmed to get rid of structure blocks and command blocks and gravel. Gravel is going to be falling on you constantly. This way you don't have to clear it out manually. But you just go through, you click these. Some of them, there's some limited range. So every once in a while you might have to clear out a couple of these by hand. Not in the water, not in the lava. But these will wipe all of that out in one quick click. Now, obviously, there's a little bit of a problem if you just did that and then you forgot that you needed that section. And usually the best way to deal with that is you go to a neighboring block. If you do control and the middle mouse, it will copy that command block with all the instructions. So just like it was that same block. And then you can use that, make sure you put it in the exact same position, to build off to the side, and then you can build back into it. And now you have your command blocks again, and you can put that floor down. Okay, there's one other special block. Well, at least an abnormal block. Let's see, I gotta find one that I can still build off from here. Yeah. Go this direction. You'll notice that there's another block right below the main LB1 block, and that's called LB3. The reason for that is when you load that, it will put in a section that's 3 by 3. And all the corners work normally, but this middle section will load, sorry, another 3 by 3 section. And same for this guy. So the LB1 is now an LB3. So that will give you an LB3 going up. And you can build a very large area very quickly, and then go through and put the ceiling in with the individual blocks, or make an offset and have this one go up even more and put your ceiling in then. And you have the option of each of these building off that same way. So you can load in another LB3 and continue your empire. So that will get you most of the basic building done. The other thing that is an option is that at some point you're going to want to actually come through the surface. So you're going to have some way to get into this. And if we build off here a little bit, and then poke back up again. So we'll say that this is our outside world. Once you put on the roof, there's one more structure block that's sort of hidden up here. And if you activate that, the ceiling, it will activate the roof. It doesn't look very much different in here, but if you go to the outside, you now have a little outside roof. And the outside roof has these little side structure blocks called clad for the cladding, and that will load an outside for your block. So you have a little bit of an effect. Now, unfortunately, it just does the top section there. So you have to do the same activity where you control click to copy it, and then place it one above where you want, and then it will, oh, sorry. Right, one above. One above and one deep. Let me double check that. So one above and one deep from where you want it. And then you'll get this side effect. And this is built in such of a way that it will merge into the ground. So you see that it didn't just take out a big chunk of air there. It will flow pretty seamlessly into whatever floor that you need, or mountain, or what have you. And I think that that's about it.